the thrill, yeah. High octane drama can't get our fill. Engines roaring loud, heartbeats on the rise. On NFR, see the sparks in our eyes. Racing through the night, chasing every turn. On NFR, adrenaline we burn. Pit stops and fast cars, it's a wild ride. NFR, in our veins we can't hide. NFR, feel the rush, feel the speed. Formula One dreams, we take the lead. On NFR, we're flying high. Under the lights, we touch the sky. Yeah. Every lap a story, every driver's dream. On NFR, racing's the supreme. Checker flags waving, champions arise. NFR brings the glory to our eyes. NFR, where the legends are born. Speeding past the limits, engines reborn. In the fast lane, every second counts. NFR, the thrill always mounts. NFR, feel the rush, feel the speed. Formula One dreams, we take the lead. On NFR, we're flying high. Under the lights, we touch the sky. NFR with the rush, feel the speed. Formula One dreams, we take the lead. On NFR's lane, every second counts. NFR, the thrill always mounts. NFR, feel the rush, feel the speed. Formula One dreams, we take the lead. On NFR, we're flying high. Under the lights, we touch the sky. You move to NFR, feel the speed. Sunday night, 6 p.m. Oh yeah, engines roar, lights go dim. Yeah. Drama's high, hearts are race. Ooh. Feel the heat, feel the pace. Oh yeah, speed and thrill, never slow. Zoom, zoom. Champions rise, they all know. In the night, we come alive. SKR, we will drive. SKR at 6. Feel the rush, feel the kicks. On the track, we survive. SKR, we thrive. Tires burn on the bends. Rivals clash, no amends. Oh no, cheering crowd, feel the sound. SKR, world renowned. Dayton's night, under lights. Oh yeah, every turn, every fight. Pulses racing, here we go. SKR, steal the show. Rev it up, race it fast. Living dreams as we blast. On this night, we won't rest. SKR, we're the best. SKR at 6. Feel the rush, feel the kicks. On the track, we survive. SKR, we thrive. SKR at 6. Fix. SKR at 6. Feel the rush, feel the kicks. On the track, we survive. SKR, we thrive. Yeah, the best. Tires burn on the bends. Rivals clash, no amends. Oh no, cheering crowd, feel the sound. Woo. Ooh, SKR, world renowned. Renowned! They're the best!
In the quiet lanes of Silverstone town, folks are whispering about a boy falling down. Got a seat from his daddy, money's the king. Driving that Williams ain't like riding free. Tires spin, engines roar, but the podium's far. His wheels hit the gravel, now there's damage to the car. Got the world at his feet, yet he fumbles the lead. His dreams race away, but he's not in the speed. Daddy's money, daddy's ride, crashing dreams, nowhere to hide. Bought him a name that can't buy a skill. Lance keeps trying, but the track's all uphill. Now he's got his own team with a famous name. Aston Martin's the brand, but it's still the same shame. Every corner, every turn, the crashes unfold. Dreams wrapped in carbon fiber, truth left untold. Paddock folks shake their heads with a sigh as the green car spins and the hopes run dry. No matter the funds, it's a harsh game of pain. $1 million toys can't shelter the rain. Daddy's money, daddy's ride, crashing dreams, nowhere to hide. Bought him a name but can't buy a skill. Lance keeps trying, but the track's all uphill. Daddy's money, daddy's ride, crashing dreams, nowhere to hide. Bought him a name but can't buy a skill. Lance keeps trying, but the track's all uphill. Lance keeps trying, but the track's all uphill.
A kid with a dream, karting in the rain, built a winning machine. McLaren's golden boy 2008 crown, took on Alonso, never backed down. Mercedes called, he answered with flair. 6 more titles, records everywhere, from Monaco streets to Silverstone's roar. Lewis the king kept asking for more. 7 world champs tied with the greats, fashion on point, he's owning mistakes. A night on the grid, Sir Lewis would shine. The goat of the track, victory was his line. Oh Lewis, you soared, you won the fight. Race through the storm, a beacon of light. Every lap, every win, you carved your name. The world bowed down to Sir Lewis's fame. Then came Ferrari, red dreams in his sight. Left Mercedes behind, chasing Scarlet Delight. Maranello cheered, he's our savior, our man. But Spa's wet track had a different plan. I'm useless, he cried, last Saturday's scene. P18 in quality, where's the champion sheen? Ferrari's upgrades, more like a curse. Charles outpaces him, oh, that's gotta hurt. Where's that your red car? But the podium's far. Lewis, what happened to your superstar? Monza's falling, but the Tifosi side. Mate, you're struggling and wondering why. Oh, Lewis, what's this? You're losing the plot. Ferrari's red rocket ain't hitting the spot. I'm useless, you said with a shake of your head. Sir Lewis, so mate, is your legacy dead? Oh, slipping away. Oh, Ferrari's gone astray. He's still got the style, the braids and the drip, but the SF25's giving him the slip. Charles takes the lead, he's the Tifosi's pick. Lewis, you spinning, mate, it's getting thick. Hungary's walls, he knows tough fight. Your radio's moaning, this car ain't right. Zach Brown's laughing, McLaren's on top. Lewis, your Ferrari dream's starting to flop. Oh, Lewis, what's this? You're losing the plot. Ferrari's red rocket ain't hitting the spot. You're still a legend, Lewis, don't you frown. 7 crowns high, you'll never come down. But Ferrari's red curse, it's a comical scene. Pick up the pace, mate, reignite the dream. Oh, slipping away. Oh, Lewis will rise someday.
Under neon lights and engine screams, she's the guardian of our speed-filled dreams. With skull in flight and alien on the chase, she's the calm in the storm, our guiding grace. Andre by her side, loyal and strong, their love's been racing all along. But it's the brotherhood she holds so near, with every lap she makes it clear. Oh, Death Queen, heart of the grid, with every cheer she lifts the lid on fears, on doubt she tears through night. Her voice, our fuel, our fearless light. From cockpit to coach she stands supreme, a true believer in the brotherhood dream. Oh, Death Queen, in shadows and gleam, you are the queen of our sim racing team. Trophies shine, but not like her pride, watching Skull and Andre glide. She's there in silence, she's there in roar, in every circuit, every lore. From midnight spins to dawn's first light, she's always there holding us tight. No crash too deep, no curve too wide, with her in spirit, we rise, we ride. Oh, Death Queen, heart of the grid, with every cheer she lifts the lid on fears, on doubt she tears through night. Her voice, our fuel, our fearless light. From cockpit to coach she stands supreme, a true believer in the brotherhood dream. Oh, Death Queen, in shadows and gleam, you are the queen of our sim racing team. Just a fan, she's a legacy born, through every F1 storm we wore. Holding the line, fierce and unseen, forever our monarch, our Death Queen. Whoa, Death Queen, heart of the grid, with every cheer she lifts the lid on fears, on doubt she tears through night. Her voice, our fuel, our fearless light. From cockpit to coach she stands supreme, a true believer in the brotherhood dream. Oh, Death Queen, in shadows and gleam, you are the queen of our sim racing team. Yeah, oh, Death Queen, you are the queen of our sim racing team.
Bajo luces de neón y gritos de motores, ella es la guardiana, sueños de velocidad. Con school y vuelo alienígena en la casa, es la calma en la tormenta, nuestra guía sin igual. André a su lado, leal y fuerte, su amor ha corrido desde siempre. Pero la hermandad guarda en su pecho, con cada risa su amor es derecho. Oh, Death Queen, corazón del clan, con cada lágrima levanta los miedos, arrasa el plan. Su voz suave, tu luz sin fin, alfombrosa por reina en el confín. Oh, Death Queen, sombras en júbilo, eres la reina de nuestro equipo de simulación. Será tímida, pero no es orgullo. Mira su school y hambre en el tumulto. Mira en silencio, ruge en la pista, en cada circuito, en cada conquista. Desde giros de medianoche al alba primera, ella está ahí sosteniendo la bandera. Ningún choque profundo, ninguna curva ancla. Con su espíritu subimos, subimos la cima. Oh, Death Queen, corazón del clan. Con cada lágrima levanta los miedos, arrasa el plan. Su voz suave, tu luz sin fin, alfombrosa por reina en el confín. Oh, Death Queen, sombras en júbilo, eres la reina de nuestro equipo de simulación. Solo una fan, nacida de un legado. En tormentas de F1 su calor nos ha guiado. Feroz e invisible, manteniendo la línea. Por siempre monarca, nuestra Death Queen divina. Oh, Death Queen, corazón del clan. Con cada lágrima levanta los miedos, arrasa el plan. Su voz suave, tu luz sin fin, alfombrosa por reina en el confín. Oh, Death Queen, sombras en júbilo, eres la reina de nuestro equipo de simulación. Sí, oh, Death Queen, eres la reina de nuestro equipo de simulación.
Let me spin you a tale about a race car driver, George Russell by name. He's quick on the track, but don't get too excited, cause when it comes to greatness, well, he's not quite knighted. He's good, but not that great. Oh George, he's got the speed, but not the fake. Oh George, he looks like Woody from Toy Story, that's no lie. And when the race goes wrong, oh how that boy can cry. He's got the helmet, he's got the car, but when it comes to win, he's not quite up to par. He's got the look like Woody with a cowboy hat, but when he's in the pit, you'll see him shed a tear stack. Now don't get me wrong, he's got some skill, but when you're talking about the best, he's not in that mill. He'll race you hard, give you quite the fright, but in the end he's more known for his tears at night. He's good, but not that great. Oh George, he's got the speed, but not the fate. Oh George, he looks like Woody from Toy Story, that's no lie. And when the race goes wrong, oh how that boy can cry. So here's to George, with his heart on his sleeve. In the world of Formula One, he's got a lot to achieve. He might not be the champ, but he sure is fun. So let's give a cheer for George, our Woody on the run. He's good, but not that great. Oh George, he's got the speed, but not the fate. Oh George, he looks like Woody from Toy Story, that's no lie. And when the race goes wrong, oh how that boy can cry. So here's to George, with his heart on his sleeve. In the world of Formula One, he's got a lot to achieve. He might not be the champ, but he sure is fun. So let's give a cheer for George, our Woody on the run.
It's a joke. A joke. You have to leave a space. All the time you have to leave a space. GP2, engine. GP2. Ah!
You've got a fire burning deep inside, a spark in the dark where your dreams collide. They'll tell you to stop, say the road's too long, but your heart keeps beating to a rebel song. Take a step, don't look below. Every scar's a story, only you will know. The weight of the world can't break your stride. You're carving your name where the stars reside. When the shadows call, when the nights grow cold, you'll find the strength in the tales untold. You can rise to the sky, touch the edge of the flame, write your heart in the light, let the world know your name. No chains can hold you, no storms too wide. You're a legend in the making when you rise to the sky. The ground may shake, but your roots run deep. Every fall you take is a promise you keep. The doubters will fade, their voices will break, 'cause your soul's on fire and it's yours to take. Run through the rain, chase the endless fight. Every dream you claim lights a spark in the night. The horizon's calling, it's yours to claim. A warrior's heart with a fearless flame. When the shadows call, when the nights grow cold, you'll find the strength in the tales untold. You can rise to the sky, touch the edge of the flame, write your heart in the light, let the world know your name. No chains can hold you, no storms too wide. You're a legend in the making when you rise to the sky. Stand tall when the thunder roars, break the locks, kick down the doors. Every step is a battle won, your story's just begun. Oh, let it soar, forevermore, forevermore. You can rise to the sky, touch the edge of the flame, write your heart in the light, let the world know your name. No chains can hold you, no storms too wide. You're a legend in the making when you rise to the sky. So keep on climbing, don't ever slow. The stars are waiting where the brave ones go. You'll rise to the sky. Yeah, you'll rise to the sky. A legend in the making till the end of time.
Race it fast, living dreams as we blast, on this night. We won't rest, SKR, we're the best. You're the best. SKR at 6, feel the rush, feel the kicks, on the track. We survive. SKR, we thrive. Yeah, we thrive.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to NFR, and welcome back to SKR Sunday night. Of course, we've just gone past 6 p.m. We're getting ready to go. Circuit that needs no introduction. Of course, we're in Suzuka, home of the Japanese Grand Prix since 1987. And the only figure of 8 circuit on the calendar. Of course, if you've ever seen the original proposed layout for Suzuka, there were another 2 flyovers. Unfortunately, that layout was rejected as unnecessary and too complicated. Lots of drivers getting out on circuit early on in the session. It's one of those circuits that can catch you out. Mistake is never far away. In order to get a good lap time in a field like this one, you need to be on your absolute limits of driving. And usually that comes with mistakes not being too far away. Looking at the race winner of Austria, I think that was round 4. Skull picked up 25 points that night, has accumulated a few since then. Jonas, one of the 2 Red Bulls here this evening, also on an outlap, as is Top Gun in the McLaren. Virus, I believe Virus and Wheeze, they're going to be the first 2 cars to start a quick lap. So let's stay with the Red Bull. This is obviously Virus on a quick lap. We also have Skull starting a quick lap. This is Glitch. And I think Wheeze, one of the first cars to start a quick lap. The laps will start coming in. Captain Slow, Sugar Bear, Andre, all on quick laps. And another 5 cars all on outlaps to remain in the pits. Those 2, Lebby and Jonco. It's not a name I think I've seen before, so unless it's a name change, welcome to Jonco. As far as I know, this is your debut. I don't recall that name. Of course, it could just be a name change. You're riding with the Williams driver, winner of round 4, Skull. Of course, that race win gave Williams a majority of their points as they stand at the moment. It was a crucial weekend. Wheeze. I think I've got that confused. Skull was the winner of round 4, but on Tuesday night. Wheeze, championship leader, winner of 5 races, I think, this season. Wheeze currently quickest, Glitch P2, Virus P3, then Pantry Star, Skull, Captain Slow, Sugar Bear, Top Gun, Gunner, and Andre. That is the list we have so far. Those were the benchmark lap times. Those laps will come down. Different drivers will be going into this qualifying session with different strategies. Some of them will be putting in those fastest laps from lap 1. Others will be doing multiple laps on a set of tires in the beginning. Everybody's going to be doing slightly different things, so don't read too much into the first lap times. Still a lot more to come. That first lap time from Andre, a 1:32. Definitely not a competitive lap time. And Buis returns to the pits after a first successful run. A 1:27.6. He's the only driver in the 1:27s. And almost half a second ahead of the field. Spikes in P2 on a slow down lap of his own. This is Glitch. It's one of those drivers, I say, does multiple laps on a set of tyres. You can see there 2 laps on the softs, and he's still giving it a good go around the circuit, throwing the car around. Some drivers will approach this as 3 very quick, on the limit runs. Other drivers, they almost started off as a practice session. They go out there, they do a few laps, they have extra fuel in the car. And obviously it's not optimal to do a lap on used tyres. It's also not optimal to do a lap with extra fuel. So those lap times will come down. Drivers guilty of that at the moment. Glitch, Skull and Andre all pulling that multiple lap strategy on a single set of tyres. Andre has gone P7 28.8. Skull in P8 29.0. Good sign for both of those drivers going into the evening. They're usually very evenly matched. When they're that close together, usually means they're both on song. John Coe, a driver from LSA. That's a league we've commentated on when they compete in the League B League Championship. LSA has had a small presence on this channel. First League V League Championship was won by LSA. Second League V League Championship was won by this league right here, SKR. When will Season 3 arrive? I have no idea. Things stand the top 5 are Virus, Spikes, Glitch, Baby Boy, and then Virus. Pantry Star P6, Skull P7, Andre P8, John Coe P9, and then Skull making up the top 10. Skull and Andre doing another lap, and again coming down slightly and close together, 28.7, 28.8. Those two within a tenth of a second of each other, as it should be. Seen evidence of that in so many races gone by. When one of them is far off the other, usually means one of them is having a very hard time. They're matching each other in quali. Usually good signs. We had a very busy racetrack. Now we have a slightly quieter racetrack. A lot of drivers in the pits preparing for their next run. This is Skull. All on the same set of tyres. So all these laps he's done so far, same set of soft tyres. That is not optimal. We know he'll go faster when he puts the fresh rubber on. You also got to remember that's an awful lot of extra fuel to carry around in a qualifying session. When you put those together, still a lot of time to come. And as I say that, a collision, a big collision. Pantry Star and Skull. Skull was obviously going for a timed lap. Pantry Star found himself at the entry of a corner on the racing line, and a collision. But luckily Skull is still moving. Means that car can get back to the pits. He can repair any damage done to the car, put on a new set of tyres, and have another go. His qualifying session is far from over. Andre still in P9. He has he gone into the pits? Yes, he has. He's come into the pits. He's back on an outlap. He's got that same set of soft tyres. Wonder if that was a mistake from Andre. Of course, he did multiple laps on the same set of tyres, then came into the pits. Was expecting him to put on a fresh set of tyres with just 7 minutes remaining in the session. But in fact, he has gone out with that same set of tyres. That could be a mistake on behalf of the driver. Driver is responsible for selecting those tyres in the pits. Simply select drive out while you're going out on the same set of tyres. We're riding with one of the two Alpines. Currently the Renault manufacturer team. Going to get awfully complicated next season when the Renault manufacturer team adopts a Mercedes engine. We still quickest, Jonas still in P2. Both of those drivers in the 27s, separated by half a second. We're riding on board with Glitch. Coming to the end of a fast lap, currently in P4, 28.1. Improvement from the Alpine. Right. Coming to the end of his outlap, starting a quick lap. P1, P2 remain in the pit. The other side of the field that we haven't looked at much, Nismo P18, rear of the field for now. He's on an outlap, but he has no lap time next to his name. Just 5.5 minutes remaining in the session. Then Top Gun, the slowest of the timed drivers, 29.7. Sugar Bear P16, Harsh Cartoon 15. Advisor. Then you got Skulk P14, Jonko 13 on his debut here at SKR, Lebby P12, Andre just outside the top 10 now in P11. And Skull motored all the way down to P10. Williams and that McLaren both in the pits preparing for what I believe will be their final run. Yeah, and Andre straight back into the pits, so I wonder if he did just forget to change those tyres. You can still see the 3 laps there next to his name, so that means he hasn't changed them yet. Hopefully if he can hear the stream, don't forget to change your tyres. Spikes now up into P2, 27.6, becomes the third driver in the 27s, and just ever so slightly nudges ahead of Jonas by 0.05 of a second. Very, very close between P2 and 3. Wheeze still comfortably up the road for now, 27.2. Nothing is quite close, 0.4 of a second. Quite a chunk of time to find. You can see most of the field there. That's almost 12 of the drivers in the pit. All of those drivers will be coming out for one more run. It's going to be a busy racetrack at the end. We saw what happened earlier there with the Williams of Skull. We don't want drivers running into each other. Or something I did not mention was when there was that collision between the Williams and the Ferrari, Skull did pick up a 5 grid place penalty wherever he qualified. Obviously add 5 spots onto that. Disappointing start to the evening. Of course, we know in these races so much can happen. is your pole sitter, looking to go even faster. Currently a 27.2, 4/10 faster than anyone else out on the race circuit. And well, that's just rubbing salt into the wounds. It's a 27.0, almost into the 26s. I'm pretty sure that's what he was aiming for. A high 26, but oh so close, 27.0. And well, gap down to P2, 6/10 of a second. If anyone's going to take that pole position away, it's going to be an awfully impressive lap time. Of course, we posted 10 circuits on the NFR Discord for you to vote on. That would help me break the 10 circuits down to 4. That poll is going to close while this race is happening. After the race, I'm going to go and see who the top 4 tracks are. If there are any draws, any ties, I will do the tie breaking. Select the 4 circuits. And shortly after this race, the poll should be live. And then go over, vote on that poll for Sunday night's race, mystery venue. The first mystery venue we had on the calendar just a few weeks ago was very successful. Almost over 70 of you contributing to the votes. Let's see if we can go even a little further this time around. You're looking at Jonas on an outlap. Pass of Baby Boy in P4, also on an outlap. Spikes on an outlap from P2. Pantry Star on an outlap, having survived that collision with Skull earlier on. It's currently in P6, looking to find an improvement. Gunner, the other Williams, in P7. Virus P8, and the pair of Salvers, Sugar Bear and Jonko, finding an improvement, getting himself up into the top 10, but that'll be it for him. 10th at best, because he's in the pits. Almost no time remaining. Indeed, Weeze was aiming for a 26, said he did a 26.7 in practice. Incredible lap time. In fact, if he had got a 26.7 tonight, he would have been almost a second clear of the field. Glitch goes over the line and into P2 at 27.4. Very impressive lap time right at the end to steal that front row, but he'll be hoping to hold on to it because there's still a lot of quick drivers just behind him. Spikes, 27.6 is his best. Jonas, 27. Well, there we go. Jonas just goes up into P3, 27.4 of his own. Oh, so close to the front row, just 12 thousandths of a second between the two. Let's see what Spikes can do. Virus, Baby Boy, all of these drivers with a lot of pace. It's the final lap. Absolute fumes in the car. Not an extra drop of fuel that isn't needed. And Spikes over the line, and he's given it a big spin. I think he wasn't too impressed with the lap, and that's why he did that. That is the end of qualifying. We will wait for the final result, because I think there's 1 or 2 penalties that need to be handed out. So those results may look slightly different. The drivers are going to get a promotion there in the starting field with that penalty to Spikes. To Skull, rather. Sorry if I gave you a heart attack, Spikes. You don't have a penalty. So Weeze from pole position, impressive lap time 27.0. Then Glitch P2 right at the end. Jonas P3, Spikes P4, Virus P5, Baby Boy P6, Pantry Star P7, Nismo P8, Skull P9, Gunner P10. Then outside the top 10, we've got Andre P11, Skulk 12, Sugar Bear 13, followed by John Co, Captain Slow, Lebby, Harsh Cartoon, and Top Gun. Unless I saw that penalty incorrectly, I think we will see a 5 grid place drop for Skull. So he will be starting outside the top 10, I expect. Also gives us an opportunity to look up at the sky, I get an idea of the weather. Doesn't help us at all, does it? It's half blue, half cloudy. If you know anything in the comment section that I don't know, what can we expect from the weather? Of course, rain in Japan is definitely not unheard of. I'm not so sure how enthusiastic some of these drivers would be about a more slippery version of Suzuka. Quite a few of you watching now just prior to the race. Of course, we're going to be getting away in a few moments. Remember to leave a like if you're enjoying the content, or if you're just visiting, or even if you're watching this after the live broadcast. Remember to leave a like. Helps the video get into more news feeds, and it helps us get seen a little more. But for the last mystery race in SAFRL, we got 160 odd views. For some reason, 30 of them were from Spain. Your likes do help. Keep the algorithm ticking. So all the cars to the right hand side of your screen doing their final preparations for the race. First decisions they need to make even before they get to turn 1. What tyre will they be going with? Are they going to underfuel if they anticipate rain or safety cars? How late into the race do they anticipate their pit stop? And if an early safety car comes out, it could throw it all out the window. Same goes for if you get turn 1 awfully wrong, it all goes out the window. You're not going to get going straight away. First, you're going to get the dual green lights. That's just confirmation of a formation lap. Drivers will get one more opportunity to drive around the circuit, this time for the first time this evening with a heavy fuel tank. So it's going to feel a little different than what it did in qualifying. Qualifying, think pointy and quick. Compared to the race, sluggish. Of course, that will change as the race goes on. Cars get lighter and lighter, they get quicker and quicker. We've actually got quite a split in the tires. 3 compounds making an appearance at the race start. Majority of the drivers going for the medium compound. Then we just have 2 drivers, Nismo and Top Gun, from the rear of the field going on the hard compound. And Captain Slow and Gunner doing something a little different. They're going on the soft. Might just work out for them. They're able to get a really good start, and there is an early safety car where they can go and drop off those softs early on in the race. It's a gamble you take. The gamble I have seen work. Final stages now of the formation lap. Cars will line up. Of course, if you've played the game, you know the purple, green, red marker as you park the car. You want to get it in the purple, that's the optimal start. Green is just fine. But if you happen to get it in a red, well, that's when you see the DSQs on the left-hand side. And that means those drivers are going to be pushed back slightly in their grid box. And they'll just have a slight disadvantage at the start. Skull's there in P8, so I'm not sure what the game was on about a penalty. Unless he qualified in P3, and I don't know about it. We wait now for the 5 red lights, and here they come. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5. A pause, and off we go. It's going to be Mercedes versus Alpine into turn 1. Maybe Jonas can get involved. I don't think he's going to. Nobody wants to get too audacious into turn 1 here in Suzuka. We'll look up 1990 Suzuka Grand Prix, lap 1. That's what can happen. You get a little too audacious into turn 1. Weiss leads the way at the front. 0.08 of a second is the gap, and that's actually just broken up to 1.3 seconds, 1.4. There's a caution in sector 2, and that has cleared up. But Glitch drops down to P3. Something going wrong with the LP. Now down to P4. I wonder if he's got damage on that car. If it's just a loss of momentum. Of course, a little bit later on in the race, if you make a mistake, if you go off track, you can sometimes get away with it. Drivers are a second down the road, 2 seconds down the road, sometimes more. You can get away with little mistakes on lap 1. You touch the grass, you lose momentum. You might not just lose one position, you might lose a handful of positions, depending on how brave or how greedy the field is around you. Weiss 131.8, that's the end of lap 1. That lap will come down significantly by the end of the lap. Again, caution in sector 3. That appears to be a Sauber going slowly. Here we go, that is the culprit. Sugar Bear just getting the car pointed back in the right direction, and off he'll go from P18. Captain Slow enters the pits. We're still out front, and that gap getting ridiculous early on. 2.2 seconds on just lap 2. DRS far out of the equation. You want to catch the leader, you're going to have to do it all on your own. The old-fashioned way. Spike's P3. Glitch seems to have recovered. He lost those 2 positions at the start. Looked like he was going to fall down the order like a stone. But he's dropped to P4 and sort of stayed there, found his place within a DRS train. Weiss was complaining on that final run. Didn't get the optimal lap because car was sliding around. Well, if that's the sort of lap you can get when the car's not feeling great, can you imagine he got the setup right? And if this is the wrong setup, well, the rest of the field going to be scratching their heads. 2.3 second gap at the front. And you got Jonas in P2 coming under pressure from Spikes, just half a second down the road. Glitch not far away either. Those 3 cars separated by just over a second. When you go a second down the road, you'll find Baby Boy. He hasn't been able to stay with the top 4. Then Virus, go the second back. And Glitch is going down the field again. He lost 1 position, then 2, now 3, down to P7. And is there damage on that Alpine? He didn't get a good view of it there. I see damage on that Alpine. The front wing appears to be intact. We saw him lose momentum at the start of the race. That cost him 2 positions. And he's done it again, and this time it's cost him another 3. Speed is one thing, consistency is quite another. And for a lot of these drivers, consistency part is a lot more difficult than the speed part. Most of these drivers are extremely quick already. The problem is staying quick lap after lap. I think it was 2 rounds ago in Formula 1, I think when we were in Belgium, Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc, for the duration of 23 laps, they set lap times within a tenth of each other. Within 1/10 of 23 laps, 2 drivers setting virtually the same lap time. Absolutely incredible. We still leads the way. Jonas still in P2. All coming under pressure from Spikes. Hasn't been able to shake off that Aston Martin. Baby Boy still in P4 and making it his own P4. It's nowhere near the top 3. Got promoted to that P4 when Glitch took a spill down the order. Actually lost another position, now down to P8. Driver that started in P2, second fastest driver in qualifying. Sometimes drivers can set up a car for the ultimate lap time in qualifying, and it's not really the ideal setup for the race. Of course, we don't know what's going on in that cockpit. Could be having all sorts of handfuls, all sorts of mistakes, or maybe he's just trying to send a text. This Gunner, the second Williams, his teammate just up the road from him in P5, Skull having a strong race. Caution again. Keep your eyes on that track map. If the whole track map turns to yellow, you know what that means. And I'm not going to say it because I've already said it a few times this stream. At the rear of the field, we have Levy. Driver way out of position. This is one of those drivers, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When he gets everything right, on the night, he can be right up there with the best of them. Seeing him at the rear of the field, it's quite jarring. Not what you'd expect. It's up the road from him. You've got Sugar Bear in one of the 2 Selbers, then Captain Slow P16, Top Gun 15. One of the 2 McLarens. This Gunner is just entering the pits. I wonder if he had some sort of damage or if that's a routine stop. I think that was a routine stop. No wing change for him. Top Gun 14, John Coe on debut, P13. You got Harsh Cartoon. Not in the points, but close to the points. Seen him get a few points finishes this season, and he'd love to add tonight to the list. Country Star P11, Nismo, and we've got a retirement and a caution and a full yellow circuit. 3-second time penalty goes to Sugar Bear, and Baby Boy has been eliminated from the race. Our first DNF. And that is our first safety car. It doesn't say it on your screens. Unfortunately, that is the game being the game. But if you have a look on the right hand side of your screen, look at the track map, you can see it's completely yellow. And if you just look at the exit of turn 2, you'll see a stationary yellow dot. And that is a full safety car. That's what I said at the beginning of the race. Strategies can all go out the window because of an early safety car. You're on the medium. Had a lap in mind you were going to pit. Now the safety car comes out and it just crosses your mind. Do I pit? Don't I pit? What do I do? If I was on the hard, I was intending to go way deeper. Just throws everything out the window. And if you were one of the drivers at the back, you will be loving this. A lot of the drivers choosing to make use of the pit lane during the safety car. The order has changed somewhat because of that shuffling in the pit lane. Of course, when the pit lane's that busy, you don't really have time to check where your teammate is on circuit. There's always chances of the double stack. Even chances where you could have a really good pit stop. When it's time to leave the pits, well, there's a queue and you can't get out. Cole was in P5, he's in P6. He was one of the drivers who lost the position. We are under full safety car conditions. First safety car of the evening, first retirement of the evening. Man grayed out at the bottom, and we've had our second retirement. And that is a viewer of the channel, so if you're still viewing the stream in the background, Nova, let us know what happened. That was a DNF under safety car. I wonder if he came into the pits and called it a day, or if that was, I think that was an incident out on track. He had one lap on those hards. If he had retired in the pits, it would say 0 laps. Sugar Bear, come back to the comment section. Don't call it quits on the night just yet, and let us know. Let us know what happened. The Japanese fans well known for supporting all the drivers and supporting all the teams across Formula One. But well, the safety car is boring. Can't help it. I'm looking at the grandstands and I'm seeing Finnish flags, German flags. We don't have any Finnish drivers. We don't have any German drivers. And these are the things I look at. ADD is very real. Now lap 8 of 27, another lap behind the safety car. The queue seems to be together. Wonder if we're going to get a late notification. Yes, we do. There's a late notification. Safety car will be in this lap. That might have even caught Wheeze a little bit unawares. Very late notification. And now it's going to come down to P1 and P2 in the championship, separated by 47 points. Weeze and Jonas. P1 and 2 in the championship, P1 and 2 on the track. Spikes P3, Jonko. Well, he did not make a pit stop on that set of medium tires. The only driver not to make a pit stop under that safety car. That's promoted him up to P4. Wonder how long he's going to be able to stay there on aging mediums. There we go, we've seen that glitch before. Every single time a car goes over that curve, you're going to see some non-existent polystyrene flying up into the air. Weeze leads the way 0.3 of a second to Jonas. It's lap 9. We saw in the early stages of the race, Weeze was able to get up the field and run away. This time around, Jonas knows he needs to stay within that 1 second barrier, needs to stay within DRS. The longer you can stay within DRS, the longer you can get away with being slower than your opponent. The only scenario where the car ahead can go faster lap after lap after lap and not be able to create a gap to the car behind. As long as you can stay within that 1 second, you're going to get a tow. You're going to get an opportunity to come back at him every other lap. Seems like my internet dipped, but I think it's back already, so if we did have an ugly buffer, I do apologize. Must have been a quick one. Captain Slow, that's not going to help him get any faster. 10-second pit lane for 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Rather harsh one. Of course, on previous iterations of the game, that used to be a 5-second penalty. That up to a 10-second penalty, a lot more harsh now. And Weeze and Jonas going side by side out of the hairpin. It's the sort of racing you want to see between the two championship contenders. The only way Jonas can come back in this championship is to beat Weeze on circuit. He's not a driver that makes mistakes. He's not a driver that has off days. He's not a driver that has slow tracks. If you're going to beat him, you're going to have to beat him at his own game. And so far, so good. Lap 10, Jonas all over the back of the McLaren. I think it is helping him that he has that medium set of tyres. He's going to have superior grip at this time. And now side by side, I think this time round he does get Weeze. Yes, he does. Long before they arrive at turn 1, the overtake is made. And Jonas leads the way from Weeze for the first time in this race. Weeze does not lead the pack. We have a caution in sector 1, and it's gone to a full yellow circuit yet again. Keep your eyes on the track map for any evidence of a yellow dot. Of course, we don't get the safety car notification on our screens anymore. Something's broken there. Drive-through penalty, speeding under virtual safety car. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a virtual safety car. So if the track goes full yellow, but you don't see the yellow dot, it's a virtual safety car. If you do see the yellow dot, it's a full safety car. And that's going to have to be the translation we use. Because the game's broken. Drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car for Gunner. Just bring those penalties up. Saw the 10-second penalty for Captain Slow. That was speeding in the pit lane. And then Gunner and Nismo have both picked up penalties for speeding under the virtual safety car. Of course, those two penalties, speeding under the virtual safety car, those aren't 10-second penalties. Those are drive-through penalties. What makes them different Well, you have to take a slow drive down the pit lane. And you only have 3 laps in order to do it. After 3 laps, you will be disqualified from the race. Jonas leads from Weeze, Spikes P3, Jonko doing a fantastic job on 11 lap-old mediums. He did not make a pit stop. Virus P5, Glitch P6, Skulk P7. We got Pantry Star in P8, Harsh Cartoon P9. We have Andre now in the points for the McLaren team. What happened to Skull, I'm not quite sure. Skull is in the pits as we speak. He's just emerged from the pits. There he is. He's just come out of the pits. He's back out on circuit with a brand new set of medium tires. Wonder if he just had contact. Be awfully soon to be pitting after the safety car, and we know he was one of the drivers that did pit during the safety car. And now another retirement. This time no trigger on the circuit, just a caution in sector 1. I think it will be anything more than that. I think that car will be cleared and we'll not see any effect on the race. There we go. Disappears from our screens. Down to 15 drivers from the 18 that started, and Jonas still leads the way. That overtake he made a few laps ago. Weeze P2. Wonder if he's just happy to sit there. He knows the driver ahead of him is on a set of medium tires. He himself is on a set of hard tires. With no difference in the age. 6 laps apiece. So he knows. And let Jonas have his fun for now. So long as he can hold on, stay within DRS, those mediums will fall off and it'll be easy pickings. We saw spikes going off in the background, and that would have been an epic sight to see if we were filming him, but all we saw was a flash in the background. Spikes goes off circuit from P3. He's managed to hold on to P3, but that wing, I was going to say it's very broken. In fact, that wing is non-existent. The Virus from P3, look at that. He had a large gap down to P4 a few corners ago. It was 2.5 seconds. It's now just a 10th. And Virus goes past. Absolutely nothing you can do with a broken wing. And around a circuit like Suzuka, it's even more impossible. Gunner still out there with a... Does he still have that drive-through penalty? Yes, he does. Gunner still has that drive-through penalty. Reminder to Gunner, if he's listening, 3 laps for disqualification. Top 3 now, Jonas, Weeze and Virus. Jonko has finally made a visit to the pits, and he's gone for an interesting choice. He's gone for a soft set of tyres that'll not get him to the end of the race. He's going to have to pit one more time. Maybe hoping for one more roll of the dice to go in his direction. Jonas leads the way. Weeze in P2. He's led the race for a long time. Jonas took the lead and he's held the lead ever since. The gap has never gotten beyond a second. Weeze has always seemed in control of the situation. And when those mediums fall off, you know you're going to be a sitting duck. Of course, in the optimal scenario, you've got the better tire, you get to the front, you open up some sort of a gap. So when that early pit stop does come, you've built up a buffer. But in this scenario, you've got the faster tire, and you just can't shake him off. Andre's made up another 2 positions now, up into P8, so picking up a few more points, and his teammates joined him in the top 10. So both McLarens in the points. That's how quickly things can change. And the 2 Williams. Things not going according to plan. Gunner P15, Skull P13. But all he needs All he needs is a little bit of yellow magic, and this can flip the script. Seen it happen before many, many times. So don't write anyone in this field off just yet. Captain Slow getting past Skull on the straight there. Not much the Williams could do against the DRS, but he's already attacking the Ferrari, looking to take that position back. There's fights throughout the field, and so many times we don't get to see them because we're looking at the leaders. But that was quite the passionate fight for P13 between the Ferrari and the Williams. Been not censoring anything, saying safety car out loud. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane for Gunner. Something that's coming up time and time again tonight. We've seen a few of those 10-second penalties in the pits. I wonder if the drivers are just getting caught out by that speed limiter line. We've got a caution in Sector 3. We've got a full yellow circuit. And Top Gun comes the latest retirement, and I think we do see a yellow dot on the track. There it is, heading off into turn 1. We are under full safety car conditions. Death Queen, you made me say it out loud. This one's on you. For anyone who has any doubts that the commentator's curse is real, just go look back through the archive here on the NFR channel. This has literally happened hundreds of times. Also, as I've said so many times before, this breathes new life into the race of anyone who finds themselves at the rear of the field. Look at Gunner. He's at the rear of the field, almost a minute behind the field. In normal conditions, his race would be over. There'd be no hope of him coming back into this race. Well, he's going to catch up to the queue. And when we get going again, he's going to have an opportunity to make overtakes. Something that can flip the script. And if you're one of the cars in the front, sometimes it's not to your advantage. Jonas in the pit, Squeeze in the pit. It'll be interesting to see who goes with what tyre. Jonas comes out on the hard tyre this time round. Wheeze on the medium tyre. Got Virus, Pantry Star, Glitch, Harsh Cartoon, Andre, Levy, Skulk, Spikes, all coming into the pits. Skulk has, well, they're not Skulk. Skull has made a pit stop, has he? He's on a brand new set of soft tyres. Of course, there's 10 laps to go in the race, but we're still going to have another lap or two behind the safety car. So when we do get going, a 8-lap race or a 9-lap race to the end, so those soft tyres will make it to the end of the race, and that should give them the best advantage, or the best chance rather, to come through that field and use that superior grip. The circuit will be seems pretty easy. It's going to be the 4 available options for Tuesday night. They will be Singapore coming in with the most votes, and then three circuits tied for second place. It's going to be United States of America, United States of America, Las Vegas, and Baku. Those tracks again: Singapore, USA, Kota, USA, Las Vegas, and Baku. Those are your 4 options for Tuesday night. Go back to the promise Isa made on this channel about shaving his head if Harsh Cartoon were to finish in the top 5. Well, he's not far away, is he? He's in P6. Not going to be that many laps to go when we get going. And a few misfortunes for the drivers around him. Might even get higher than that. We're riding on board with Jonas. Everything has flipped now. He was leading Wheeze. He had a set of medium tires. We're starting to age. Jonas was just behind him with the hard tires that still had a lot more in them. Just waiting for Jonas to run out of rubber. Then that safety car came out and now it's flipped. Jonas has got the hards. Wheeze has got the mediums. Positions are the same. But now Wheeze has the advantage that Jonas had a few laps ago. Glitch P3. It's a driver that had a very difficult start to the race. What safety cars can do. That he's back up in the top 3. Started in P2. Had a terrible start. Went all the way down to P8 at a stage. Back up in the top 3. And he gets going. It's not going to be far behind Jonas and Wheeze. Race victory on the cards. Country Star driving around in P5, having survived a major crash, a major collision in qualifying between him and Skull. What an awkward one. One driver on a quick lap just trying to get to the apex of the corner. The other driver slowing down, trying to give space. Just probably not on the right part of the race circuit. Lap 19 of 27. I think this will be the final lap. Under safety car, we do have a Ferrari, I believe that is, that's trailing the field. That must be Captain Slow. And behind him we have Gunner, but Gunner is a lap down. That is the only time the safety car is not going to help you. You're at the back, but you're a lap behind. There's no one lapping yourself under the safety car on this game. You just get stuck in that position. Sometimes it can be quite annoying. You find yourself restarting in between some cars that are feeling very racy. Everybody now has caught up to the queue. Safety car will be in this lap. There is your confirmation. And we will get what is hopefully our final restart for the evening. Of course, we've had a couple of safety cars. We've had a virtual safety car. We've had a whole lot of penalties given out. And hopefully this will be the final stint, the final stretch to the end. And off we go. Jonas, Wheeze, Glitch, Virus, Pantry Star, Harsh Cartoon, all into turn 1. That is the top 6. They're followed by Skulk, Andre, Spikes, Lebby. To top 10. Then Jonko, he was all the way up to P3 at a stage in this race. Skull, P12. A brand new set of soft tyres. Should have the advantage. He should be looking pretty punchy in the opening laps. There is the Williams. Expect him to make up a handful of positions and at least find himself in the points for the end of the race. Still there in P12. Can't make those softs work for him just yet. And I think this will be his first overtake. He gets past the Salba, but things are messy. There was a car outside on the gravel, as you saw. And while making the overtake, he had to make sure not to run into anybody else. Skull up into P9. Now comfortably in the points. The recovery drive for Skull. And points are on the horizon. Wheeze now takes the lead of the race, and what an overtake. Doesn't even wait for the straight. Does it into the Casio chicane. Wastes no time. Gets on with it. Quickest lap of the race. Even though he made an overtake in that lap, he still managed to make it the quickest lap of the race. And now Spikes another 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And I think when that penalty popped up, he just said, to heck with this. Might have not said heck. That's another retirement in the field from the 18 drivers that started. We will only have 13 remaining. Loss of 5 drivers in the race. Over a quarter of the field. But it is Suzuka. It is Japan. One of the more challenging race circuits. One of the classic race circuits on the calendar. Can be really narrow in places. And requires you to drive on the absolute limit at all times. And over the space of a 45-minute race, it's easy to slip up once or twice. And sometimes all it costs you, all it needs, is that once. There's Spikes in the comment section just saying bad luck on bad luck. When coming into the pits, picking up a penalty and immediately retiring. Wonder if that penalty was the final nail in the coffin for the Aston Martin driver, leaving just one Aston Martin out on track. Fortunately, that Aston Martin is holding on to the final point as things stand. That is Skulk in P10. But Jonko just 0.3 of a second, make it 1/10 of a second behind that Aston Martin. He's right there. He's looking to pick up points on his SKR debut. Fantastic way to get going in a new league. That is the fight for P10. There is no fight for the lead. I'd love to show you the fight for the lead, but Wheeze is leading by 2.3 seconds, so there's no competition out there right now. Jonas is in P2. We haven't noticed it till now. He has a penalty next to his name, a 3-second penalty next to his name. So the man in P3, if he's able to close that gap within 3 seconds, he can steal that P2 without needing to make the overtake, without even realistically having to get that close to the Red Bull. Glitch will know about that penalty. He'll see that on his screen, and maybe that'll just give him the motivation. Push a little harder. He's going to have to do it all on his own. He's not going to have any sort of tire advantage. Jonas and Glitch both on the hard tire in these closing stages. And is that a Williams? I think that was a Williams. A blue car going off track. I'm pretty sure it was a Williams. we have a caution. And look what that is. Heading off into turn 1. Actually, it's on the exit of turn 2 as we speak. We are under full safety car conditions. Yet again. It's an SKR classic. What do you do with this late safety car? Do you make another pit stop, come in for softs? What if everybody else doesn't make a pit stop and you come out at the back? You do have a set of softs. You could come in, put on a brand new set of softs. Very angry and very quick race car for the final stint of the race. Of course, you risk when you come into the pits. Everybody has relatively new tires that they could finish the race on. If everybody else stays out, you're the one that goes in. Well, the safety car ain't going to help you much. See everybody just going around. We'll see if anybody does dive into the pits. Does not appear to be the case. Yes, Glitch. Glitch comes into the pits. That's the only driver of the lead drivers that has come into the pits. We have another driver in the pits. That is Skulk. Just 2 drivers, 3 drivers. Captain Slow. 3 drivers in the field deciding to come into the pits. Have one last go at it. Glitch has come in and I think he's put on a brand new set of soft tires. Skulk put on a brand new set of medium tires. And we'll see what Captain Slow puts on a used set of softs, but they only had 1 lap on them. Almost a new set of soft tires. Those drivers would have been at the rear of the field anyway. And now they've given themselves a tire advantage and the opportunity of stealing points at the end of this race. I don't understand your English. Dirty air is a bit... What? A bit what? Bit annoying. Bit fun. Bit CH. I'm pretty sure you meant a bit CH. I like that. A bit CH. What is that? Only the people in the NFL comment section will know. A bit CH. Sounds like some Nordic language. What, Swedish or Finnish? A bit CH. A bit CH. A bit CH. I love it. See what safety cars do to me. Imagine I ramble during the race. When there's a safety car, well, it only gets worse. That's why I play music prior to the stream. I don't talk prior to the stream. Then nobody would be left here at the end of it. I'd be the commentator, everyone muted. What was that guy that that viewer we had in here the one day? What was his name? Max. It was Max. He told me I should just keep quiet. He wanted to watch the race. and then he left. I don't know what happened to old Max. Max, are you here? Safety car will be in this lap. You can see the track map just went to green. Means the safety car will pull off into the distance, and Wheeze will once again have the responsibility of leading this field away for one final time. This time we can say one final time because it's lap 25 or 27. There is no time for another safety car. This will be the final stint, and if you've got some fresh tires on your car, keep a lookout for those drivers. 3 drivers with brand new tires on their car: Glitch, Skulk, and Captain Slow. Keep your eyes on those cars. They might be coming through the field towards the end to pick up some points. Currently 10th, 11th, and 12th. The 3 cars at the rear, new tires. Everybody else choosing to hold on to track position. Wheeze leads from Jonas 0.6 of a second. Virus in P3. Then you got Pantry Star P4, Hosh Cartoon P5. Well, Hosh Cartoon P5, if he gets it, you better screenshot it and send it to the man. Andre P6, Skull P7. Both of those cars, both of those drivers outside the points at a stage in this race, now well inside the points. Levy P8, we saw he was lost at a stage. Glitch P9. And Jonko, he can maintain that position. He will get his debut points in SKR. Ah yes, that was his name. Stupid Max. Not quite sure why he calls himself that. Just really lining yourself up for some social media bullying, but that's right, Stupid Max has not made another appearance. Or maybe he just changed his name back to Visor. I know it was you, Visor. Wheeze leads the way, 27 of 27. There's not a long time to go. This is the final lap, the final 5 kilometers. It's Mercedes from Red Bull. That is your top 3. 2 Red Bulls on the podium. Jonas and Virus. Good evening for the Red Bull team. Then Pantry Star P4. Harsh Cartoon P5. Andre P6. Skull P7. Those 2 holding station for now. Skull does still have those soft tires on the car, but they are aging 11 lap old softs. Luckily, he's just got half a lap to go, and he should be able to bring this car to the checkered flag in that position. Levy P8 said never count yourself out of the race. He was right at the rear of the field. I still commented on it that he was so far out of position. He's a driver that when he gets everything right, he belongs at the front. And that's what a multiple safety car race can do. He's up into P8. And look at this. Late on. Glitch. 3 laps on the softs. He had the superior grip. He was able to go around the outside and make a late position. Levy down to P9. Glitch does pick up a position, but he's got a penalty, so he's going to lose that position as a result. But it was well worth the adrenaline of the overtake at the end. And there's your race winner. Now we just wait for your official results. Let's mute the PlayStation so you don't have to hear all my buttons. There we go. Race winner, of course, Wheeze. Fastest lap, Wheeze. So that's an extra point. Driver of the day goes to Harsh Cartoon. That's 1 point for him. Most overtakes, Harsh Cartoon. Cleanest driver, Harsh Cartoon. Take a screenshot, send it to Visor. And I want proof of a buzz cut. There are your final results. Wheeze with the victory. Virus P2. Then Pantry Star P3, good result for the Ferrari. Jonas P4, Andre P5, Skull P6, good result for both. Harsh Cartoon P7, didn't get in the top 5 at the end, but getting better. Lebby P8, Chonko P9, and Skulk picks up the final point. No points on the night for Captain Slow, Glitch, Gunner, and then retirements. In fact, retirements from Gunner, Spikes, Top Gun, Nismo, Sugar Bear, and Baby Boy. Well, folks, that was another Grand Prix on NFR. That was Season 12, Round 8 of SKR. It's gone by so quickly, and what a race it was. We had multiple safety cars. Weather was not an issue. We know weather can be an issue in Japan, but didn't get any rain in quali. We didn't get any rain in the race. But we did have an awful lot of safety cars. So many safety cars. Fantastic race. I want to give a reminder to the viewers, and maybe if you're one of the drivers listening to the stream who didn't hear this earlier because you were concentrated on the race, the poll on Discord has come to an end, and the 4 selected possible venues for Tuesday night will be Singapore, USA Kota, USA Las Vegas, and Baku. Again, Singapore, Kota, Vegas, and Baku. That poll will go live later tonight, and you guys can go over, well, you are on YouTube, you can go over to the Tuesday night mystery video, and you can go over to the polls and vote. I will put that up a little later. I want to thank everybody who joined us for the stream, to Death Queen, to Ubuntu, to Skull. I saw all of you in here. Pretty sure I saw Wheeze in here as well. Skull, Ubuntu, Wheeze, Sugar Bear. So everyone who joined us here this evening, I want to thank you very much. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of music. And of course, when we come back, it's going to be Tuesday night, 8 p.m. I don't know where. We'll be at a mystery circuit, and you guys get to decide on that venue. So one more time, thank you all, and cheers.
Well, gather round, folks, let me spin you a tale about a race car driver, George Russell by name. He's quick on the track, but don't get too excited, cause when it comes to greatness, well, he's not quite knighted. He's good, but not that great. Oh George, he's got the speed, but not the fate. Oh George, he looks like Woody from Toy Story, that's no lie. And when the race goes wrong, oh how that boy can cry. He's got the helmet, he's got the car, but when it comes to win, he's not quite up to par. He's got the look like Woody with a cowboy hat, but when he's in the pit, you'll see him shed a tear stack. Now don't get me wrong, he's got some skill, but when you're talking about the best, he's not in that mill. He'll race you hard, give you quite the fright, but in the end, he's more known for his tears at night. He's good, but not that great. Oh George, he's got the speed, but not the fate. Oh George, he looks like Woody from Toy Story, that's no lie. And when the race goes wrong, oh how that boy can cry.
It's a joke. A joke. Think you have to leave a space. All the time you have to leave a space. CV2, engine. CV2. Ah!
dark where your dreams collide. They'll tell you to stop, say the road's too long, but your heart keeps beating to a rebel song. Take a step, don't look below. Every scar's a story, only you will know. The weight of the world can't break your stride. You're carving your name where the stars reside. When the shadows call, when the nights grow cold, you'll find the strength in the tales untold. You can rise to the sky, touch the edge of the flame, write your heart in the light, let the world know your name. No chains can hold you, no storms too wide. You're a legend in the making when you rise to the sky. The ground may shake, but your roots run deep. Every fall you take is a promise you keep. The doubters will fade, their voices will break, 'cause your soul's on fire and it's yours to take. Run through the rain, chase the endless fight. Every dream you claim lights a spark in the night. The horizon's calling, it's yours to claim. A warrior's heart with a fearless flame. When the shadows call, when the nights grow cold, you'll find the strength in the tales untold. You can rise to the sky, touch the edge of the flame, write your heart in the light, let the world know your name. No chains can hold you, no storms too wide. You're a legend in the making when you rise to the sky. Stand tall when the thunder roars, break the locks, kick down the doors. Every step is a battle won, your story's just begun. Oh, let it soar, forevermore, forevermore. You can rise to the sky, touch the edge of the flame, write your heart in the light, let the world know your name. No chains can hold you, no storms too wide. You're a legend in the making when you rise to the sky. So keep on climbing, don't ever slow. The stars are waiting where the brave ones go. You'll rise to the sky. Yeah, you'll rise to the sky. A legend in the making till the end of time.